Good evening and a very warm welcome to the Isle of Man for the last match on day 3 of the Netball Europe Open Challenge event here at the National Sports Centre. This is a weekend of netball that just keeps giving. Every match has been tense, full of drama and top quality netball. We've seen some amazing netball from our 7 competing teams this weekend. Our hosts, Isle of Man, Gibraltar, Republic of Ireland, Emirates, Israel, the Cayman Islands and the UK Armed Forces. Tonight we play one of the greatest matches, hopefully, Isle of Man against Gibraltar. Our final 4 being played out tomorrow on Sunday. What an intense day of netball. Don't miss a minute of the action tonight in what could be a decider for the Netball Europe Open. I'm Lynn Carpenter and I'm delighted to be joined for the game tonight in the commentary box by Nordia Masters, captain for the UK Armed Forces Netball. Nordia, welcome again.
Thank you.
So, we're almost at the end of day 3. It's been an intense weekend of netball so far. We saw earlier Gibraltar take an incredible win for the first time ever against Ireland. You can hear the hosts lining up against Gibraltar again tonight. What's your prediction?
I think this game can go anywhere. Both teams are capable of winning. All they need to do is just come in court and give us a good show.
So let us introduce you to the starting 7 for Gibraltar. In at goal shooter Ferrer, goal attack Pozo, Marino at wing attack, her sister Jo Marino at centre, Reyes wing defence, at goal defence their captain Ravino and goalkeeper Acano. The coach for Gibraltar is Sarah Payas. And now the hosts. As you can hear, the incredible support from the home side here. The go shooter tonight, Gale. Goal attack, Smallwood. In at wing attack, their captain Hall. Centre Johnston. Wing defence Ryder. Goal defence Storner. And goalkeeper Keeling. The coach Claire Battier. Our umpires for tonight's game are James Thomas and Joe Lilly. And the reserve umpire is Kate Mann. So a really exciting lineup, probably what we might expect out there seeing the rest of the tournament. This time last year when we played the Open in Gibraltar, Gibraltar won 43-42, literally 1 goal in it.
And this is why this competition is so good. It can go anyway and it can go to anyone. Might be 1 goal in it today, might be 2 goals, who knows?
So let's see what happens here as we get this match underway. Game 5 today, day 3.
The crowd is already cheering.
It's great to see so much support for all the teams here from travelling supporters.
Definitely, I agree. The support is really good. Miscommunication there from the Isle of Man attack.
So we see the Gibraltar defence starting the way they finished the last game, with the captain Ravina out at goal defence and O'Connor in at keeper. So picked up by Isle of Man. Some early nerves in there perhaps, Nordia?
Yes, I think the girls are nervous, but once they settle, then they'll be able to convert.
Chloe Gale.
Another shot. Great shooter to shoot a pass.
Well played. So Isle of Man take the first blood in this competition this evening, 1-0. Now it's going to be interesting to see how Gibraltar have recovered this afternoon. They came off the court about 2:15.
It's always tough to do back-to-back games, and that's why you've got your medical team to support you and get you doing the right recovery. At the moment, nutrition plays a big part in netball, so once you've got that going, you're on a winner. That's great feeding from the Isle of Man.
Real pinpointed find to Gale under the post there, 2-1.
Both teams seem calm and
so both young shooters in there for Gibraltar, Ferrer and Pozo, but not phased, 2-all. So recovery including the dreaded ice baths.
Yes.
Are you enjoying those?
I don't know if you've seen any photos of me doing ice bath. No.
Somehow I can just kind of picture it, Nordy. I don't know why.
Girl coming from the Caribbean in an ice bath. No. But it's good. It's essential to recovery. It works really well for some players.
So we saw Gibraltar start the game against Ireland, and they ended up 15-7 down at the first quarter and then pulled it back all the game. So they're going to want to start this one strong.
Gibraltar isn't a team to be underestimated. They're more than once, because we've played them before, UCAF. We played them last year, and they're a team that they will trail and take over. They always keep calm and collected. So again, it can be anybody's game.
Oh, nice roll. Do you know what that reminds me of?
Ellie Noelle.
It does, but do you know who she reminds me of? Going back a few years, Connie Francis from Jamaica.
Yes.
That's
oh,
a
good
typical
old
Connie Francis.
Yes, good old
roll
Connie.
of the ball. So a bit of a mistake between the two players there, misunderstanding.
And Ireland is making sure that they pick up every mistake.
So well fought there by Kana, but great play Smallwood. Unfortunate for her. Just making sure.
They're playing it around, which is the best thing sometimes.
Yeah, they're showing great patience in there.
Yes. And
Pozo pops it away, 3-all.
great interception. She read that one.
Yeah, she was all over it like a rash. Keeling just right to go for the interception, but her recovery on the ball into the circle a little bit slower perhaps.
And that's, as a defender, or a goalkeeper, when you go for a pass, like you go for a fly, you have to be able to recover and get back to cover the shot if you miss that pass.
So Ferrer takes Gibraltar 2 up, 5-3.
Ireland centre, let's see if they can convert this.
So the UKF had a close game against Gibraltar, didn't you, in game one on
Yes.
day one,
Yeah,
34-31.
We didn't make it easy for ourselves, because at one point we were leading by a good amount of goals, and not really sure how much, because when I'm playing I am like focused on the game, and I was like, when did they catch us back? But yeah, we had to grit and fight.
Oh, you talk about leaving it all on the court.
Yes.
And there we go, there's an example of it. This match means so much to both of these teams.
Yeah, that's Jessica, the Ireland goal attack, leaving it all on the court. Good roll that.
So Ravina trying to force her to go back. Oh, Gail slinks that one in. There's centre pass. 5-all. We did think this game was going to be highly competitive.
Yeah. And Gibraltar isn't making it easy. Every pass is being pressured. So Ireland has got to continue driving towards the ball and giving offers.
Good rebound position there by Gail against these two class Gibraltar defenders. So now Isle of Man, the nose in front.
And Isle of Man is putting hands everywhere.
Nice play from the Gibraltar shooters.
Yes,
good
great
understanding.
Yeah, great. For a defender, it's annoying the shooter to shoot a pass.
Yeah. Good, shut the back door there. These two defenders impressed you, Nordia?
Yes, I feel they have an understanding of the game and they communicate well. They've done switches. I've seen them done switches against us, and they've done switches so far in this game.
So Keeling just needs to get her feet round a little bit wider.
Yes, and get off the body.
Unlucky.
Us defenders at times, we like to go through the shooters.
Last time I looked in the rule book, that wasn't something you were supposed to do.
I know, but you know, sometimes our brain is telling us to get round, and our feet isn't doing what our brain tells us.
And shooters might say that's because they're more skillful than defenders, but we could sit here and argue about that all day.
We can.
So, meanwhile, back on the court, what a game we've got here. 6-all, just 6 minutes left in this first quarter. Great defending there by Ryder.
This game started exactly how I thought it would start. Tight. Drive.
Oh, that's unfortunate there. Stana really did well in the defence.
Both teams are shooting well.
Oh, nice back door, but Stana saw it, shut that.
You can hear the crowd cheering on Isle of Man. It's always good to have your eighth player when you're on court.
Definitely.
Or even your 13 players.
So, contact shooter. Gibraltar bring the ball out, looking for options.
Yes, Isle of Man is not going to make it easy. They seem to be doing a box.
Oh, that was a great take by Joel Marino in the centre there. Just a little bit too much though after that. Sometimes when a player stretch, you almost want them to hold it just for a second, rebalance, get their timing right.
And then execute the pass. When you rush it, one bad pass leads to another bad pass. Somebody needs to take control and slow the game down and then speed it up. Change speed when it's required.
So it's still nothing really between these two teams. Gibraltar slim lead, 8-6. Heading into the last 4 minutes here. Pozo with the penalty.
Great shot.
Said before, Amy is studying at Leeds Beckett over in the UK.
I think Isle of Man is, Gibraltar is trying to do a push-up.
So they're trying to put on some zone press there.
Yeah.
Make them think, forcing it down the side. It's a good swing to the middle.
Yeah. Isle of Man didn't seem too phased by it. Great shot.
Response there by Smallwood. Their centre pass. They trail 9-7.
Great shot again.
Just need to find a bit of space on the court. Isle of Man doing really well there. Double on the ball and force. A little bit of an error.
Yeah.
Marina's head was down, wasn't watched. She had two players on her. There had to be somebody elsewhere.
Unforced errors is what coaches hate the most. No coach like unforced errors.
So if you are joining in, and you've probably been watching netball all day, because we certainly have, remember, get in touch with us, #NEOpen. Let us, Nordy and I, know your comments and thoughts on this game, and we'll do our best to read them out. So Nikki Lloyd, really glad you're here with us. She reckons it's going to be Gib by 3, Nordia.
Oh wow, what a prediction, and by an odd number. Okay, we shall see. It's too early to call it. Can go either way.
You're going to do what Nat did when you were sat there, and that's sit on the fence right into the last quarter. And 2 minutes ago she said, I think it's going to be so-and-so.
Because I've seen teams come back, you know, like I watch a lot of Suncorp netball because we've got some Jamaican players out there, and I like to, you know, see what's happening. And you've got teams coming from behind 5, 6, 7 goals. So yeah.
So there is literally 1 goal in it here. Gibraltar leading the Isle of Man by 1 goal. 2 minutes left on the clock until we hit quarter time.
And a lot can happen in 2 minutes, so.
I think some players, even with a minute on the clock, we see some who aren't perhaps used to international netball, rush it at the centre pass. A minute, you could have 2 or 3 goals, couldn't you?
You can, yes. And we, the UK Armed Forces, at 30 seconds, even at 30 seconds, we're like, we can get 2 goals out of this. And yes, it can happen.
So pressure, every ball's being contested down the court.
But if you notice, Gibraltar is looking after the ball. They're actually holding the ball for about 2.5 seconds. They're not just releasing it.
Oh, great swing. Popped it over to Pozo.
Yes.
So 12-9 now. Less than a minute on the clock. Their centre pass. Going to want to get an opportunity at goal. Now, let's see what they can do. The clock's running down. Still 30 seconds, as you say, Nordia. Huge amount of time.
Happen. Yeah, so there's a goal. If they get the ball back to their centre, if it's their centre, a lot can happen. So they don't need to rush. They just need to play possession and get the ball in.
So unfortunate there. Gail's not quite sure why she's getting called. The players can ask for clarification, as we know.
Yeah, and now Gibraltar need to. And now get it to the circle, and she needs to breathe and get the shot in. There we go. And that's how you do it.
So 14 goals to 9. Gibraltar definitely used those last couple of minutes to their advantage, as we were talking about. So they'll be pleased with that, 5 ahead, but I wouldn't take it for granted at this stage in this game with Isle of Man.
No, I wouldn't, because as I said before, netball teams can come from behind and take the game. You just can't take your foot off the gas. You just have to keep control and keep your head cool. And both teams have started out calm.
So what would you say is the slight difference between these two teams at this early stage?
I would say the Gibraltar defence is stronger at the moment than the Isle of Man defence. The Isle of Man defence need to start working the front. There's too many balls going into the back. That's not been covered.
So let's have a look at some of those great moments from the first quarter. We'll bring them to you now on the screen. So we can see the ball movement really effectively on the court. We saw that the Isle of Man shooters, when they do get it down into the end, the movement of the ball is really strong.
Yes.
So if you were coaching the Isle of Man defenders, what would you be saying to them right now, Nordia?
I would be saying to my defenders, like the goalkeeper, she's at the back, she has the eyes. they need to be communicating, and the goalkeeper need to be working the front, so she can work the front because they're tall. You know, they're taller than the Gibraltar attackers. So work in the front, get your feet moving, do some box as well, put some zone on when there's a sideline, be on them some more, so they've got too much space at the moment.
So we will see in a second whether the coaches make any changes. Looking at the Isle of Man bench, doesn't necessarily look like any of their bench players are stripping off to come on the court.
And I wouldn't change anything for Gibraltar if I was the coach.
No, it's working, isn't it?
Yes, it is working. And as I said, Isle of Man, if they're not going to make any changes, get the players to do more. Remind them of their job.
And if the defenders with Gibraltar are so tight, putting that pressure on there, what should the attacking players be doing to try and help a little bit?
They need to keep driving. They need to do some dodging, because if you're driving and your defender, you're taking your defender with you. When the pass comes, you're going to lose the pass. So what you need to be doing, you need to be dodging or change speed and lose your defender, so then you can get the pass. They can also ask for the front ball.
So a little bit less static, a bit more movement, a bit more of the options, 2 options at every ball.
It doesn't mean that the goal shooter and goal attack needs to be moving. One can hold, one can move, but they need to be communicating with each other and giving 2 offers.
So we've had a really exciting game all day today. Every match has brought something of interest. First up this morning, you played as the Armed Forces, the Cayman Islands. A game you took in the end quite comfortably, 61-27. Isle of Man against Emirates. The Isle of Man took that 56-43. And then we saw that real cliffhanger, Republic of Ireland against Gibraltar at 1 o'clock, where Gibraltar, for the first time ever, beat Republic 44-36. So we are in a really tense competition. Let's have a look and bring you some of those subs. So the Isle of Man have changed their shooting circle, perhaps not surprising.
No, yes, I just looked at it and I said, actually, you know what, I agree with that.
Oh, great play by Hall. That's what they wanted to see.
Yeah, that was a great interception by the Isle of Man wing attack Ashley. Great shot.
So there's one back against the Gibraltar centre pass. And 5 goals is only 2 or 3 unforced errors, isn't it?
Yes. 4 goals is nothing in netball. Hopefully Isle of Man can convert this one and make it 3 goals.
Nice roll by Smallwood, taking the front position. Well, unfortunate there. Ravina normally all over those. So the gap now down to 3. We've got Pip Cross, the president of Isle of Man, behind us, and I can sense her up and down, the nervous energy.
And it's because they're so passionate about netball. When you're passionate, you will get nervous.
So getting a bit static there, the shooters. Just need to move their feet, give some options in there.
And again, the defenders need to get off the body and work their feet round. One cover the front, one cover the back. Do a bit of a DA, Dada as I like to call it.
Sounds like something you do in the club on a Saturday night. Dada.
Defense, attack. It works. One front, one back.
Oh, how
great
did Pozo
interception.
get that? 15-11.
Isle of Man has got another chance to take it to goal.
Oh, unfortunate. Wasn't able to keep it in, so Gibraltar will bring it back. Better defence down the court, you can see from Isle of Man. They're putting on that
definitely.
diamond zone now.
Yeah, they are. Yes, but they need to move their feet, so don't just stand there. Follow, yeah, that's better. So move their feet.
Oh, that was a great pinpoint pass under the post to Pozo. Their centre pass, 16-11.
And 12 minutes to go.
Just gradually building it to the edge of the circle. Keeling took good interception there. Marino not quite there.
Miscommunication, see, unforced errors.
But they're not using the width of the court, getting pinned to the sideline.
Yes, and not only that, she caught the ball and then put it back. She didn't turn her body and look to goal, so she didn't even know if her shooters were open.
We've said a few times in commentary this weekend, some of the basics which we'd expect: get the ball, pivot to the post, because that way you can see the whole of the court and all the options.
That's unfortunate for the Isle of Man goalkeeper, Kat.
I'm going to get another go at it. Penalty pass. So on the third go. I think Marino took a bit of a knock there, but she's okay. So really effective there, trying to cut through the zone, but nowhere to go, contacted.
Yes, and Isle of Man will have another shot off goal.
So with 6 in it, I want to get this one in. Great hold there by Gail.
Nice shot.
17-12. Isle of Man just picked up the pace a bit more effective, thoughtful in their defence.
More, yeah, they're contesting more. There's arms everywhere. There we go.
Unfortunate,
that's unfortunate.
Just
yes.
Arms before distance, otherwise the defenders would have had the ball.
And you just have to maintain your discipline, because you don't want to give away simple passes on the edge of the circle, because then it's an easy feed into the shooters.
So we still have 6 goals in this game. Just over 9 minutes to go to half time, Nordia. Much better game this quarter by Isle of Man so far.
Yes, yeah. They're contesting every ball. There's arms everywhere. Just need to be consistent. Just have to be consistent.
So I hope you're enjoying the netball here from Douglas on the Isle of Man at the National Sports Centre. Nick Davis has joined us. Really pleased to have you, obviously supporting Gibraltar. Where are you, Nick? Are you on the Rock or are you somewhere else? Let us know.
The Gibraltar goal shoot and goal attack don't seem to be phased by the defense.
So here we go, dead ball situation with the defender out. They're going to make use of it.
The defenders definitely need to be communicating with each other. There's switches and stuff that can take place to make it life a little bit easier.
So still now 7 goals in it. Hall's had a good tournament this weekend.
Nice swing.
They've not got anyone at the top though. Where's the triangle?
Yes, there's no triangle option. And I know shooters love a bit of a triangle.
We love a bit of a triangle,
I
don't
know.
we?
And some of us defender, we read it and we're like trying to pick it off. Great for Ireland.
Great ball. There you go. Pulled a couple back. Smallwood in that shooter having impact. Marina just looking to settle.
Hopefully the defense can pull this one back. We're at the front. The back door is
misunderstanding,
left open.
by the two defenders. No, nobody went with the moving player. 2014. Yeah, really clever. O'Connor's shutting that back door down really effectively. Gale on the front cut.
Great. That's good work from Ireland, man. They just need to continue this and build on it. That's good. Had to go back. That's better. So now move your feet, get around the player.
Leaving a bit too much space on the back door as a defender.
Space.
You're not going to be happy with that, are you?
No, definitely not. The defenders are giving the Gibraltar attack too much space in that circle, that shooting circle.
So 6 in it, 6 minutes to go to half time. Nice.
Yeah, good swing.
Around the circle.
Just need to convert the shots, set the shots and get them in. Because the shots is what's going to let you win the game.
Yep. Ireland are having to work hard for it. They want to score off every ball.
And Ireland, that's better defensive pressure from Ireland. Yes.
Oh, there you go. And you called it. Johnson taking the intercept.
Get off the
sideline. Much
sideline.
better defense. Yeah. We see a lot of the use of that far channel rather than swing it back into the middle.
Yes. Open
Change it up.
Change the direction. That ball lingered too long in the air. If that was challenged.
Yeah. I thought Reyes might go for it.
Yeah. Quick feet. The umpires are keeping control of the game from early out. Nice shot.
And it's a good pressure shot by Smallwood. We have to remember, as we said a few times, the caution is just the way the umpire talking to the players to say, you're persistent on the infringement, tied it up.
Yes.
I'm letting you know, too many of those.
Yeah. And it helps with injury prevention as well. Because if a player is always contacting, sometime. Great rebound there from the Ireland goalkeeper. They need to get this shot. They need to take it to goal.
5 in it, which was the score at the end of the first quarter. So there's been nothing between these two teams in the 11 minutes of this quarter so far.
Great use of the triangle there.
Good rebound though by Ravino. They'll be disappointed with that.
Yeah, the Ireland is...
Just need to come off body a bit more.
Yes, come off body and get round the front. Yes.
Oh, great hands by Keeling.
Work her feet. So tip it, work your feet. Gibraltar shooters are getting the shots in. Time called by the Gibraltar goal attack. Amy.
Yeah, so she'll be disappointed she's having to take to the court. Maybe she's got a twinge, an injury. That's a great take by Smallwood.
Yes,
much better timing.
Great take.
So 22 plays 17, 3.5 to go.
Yeah, Isle of Man need to do something different defensively.
That's a great early ball. Good release.
Yes, nice high release.
Oh, Girl had a lot of space there. Smallwood. Nice shot
Nice
by
shot.
her.
Nice shot.
23-18.
Gibraltar having to put it back. And that's it. The defense, the Isle of Man defense just need to be consistent. Yes.
Yeah, that was much better
Yes,
defending
much
by
better.
Keeling. She got round, she put pressure on, and they forced a turnover.
It's as if they're listening to us.
What do we know about netball, Nadia? Oh, great
rebound.
pickup. The crowd have their hands on their heads
Yes.
here, that I can see.
And you can hear them saying lift.
Yeah, 4 in it now.
And Isle of Man centre.
2 minutes to go. So working herself in, that's nice, netball.
Great.
Great shot. So, with just over a minute to go, we're back to three goals in this game. They don't get that one out.
Yes.
Oh,
And hopefully
error.
Isle of Man can convert this
Yeah.
one and then get their centre pass. And then they've got a fighting chance. As we said, a minute is a long time in netball.
It is.
Just need to be smart.
The umpire's rightly holding the time clock.
Yes.
Oh, gave the ball away there just a
Discipline.
bit.
You
yeah.
have to be disciplined.
Ryder's been pulled. She's got to come back, set the ball.
Have to be disciplined the whole game.
Now, what can Jib do with this ball if they bring this one in? You could have been looking at a 1-goal game, and possibly now back to 4. So 40 seconds on the clock. Still huge amount of time.
Great take again. And a great shot.
Smallwood up to the challenge.
Big defense from the Isle of Man.
They know they're going to have to get it in. They'll want to have a good shot at the goal.
And
Oh.
don't leave the back door open. That's much better.
Yeah.
Much better.
Much better defence by the Isle of Man.
Definitely. Can't leave the back door open. Back door.
Oh, there you go. There it is. Oh, well held. And it goes in because it was a penalty. The umpires awarded it. So 25-21 at half time. That was a very competitive quarter by Isle of Man, who in fact took it by 1, Nadia. So 12-11 to the Isle of Man in that quarter. Did it feel like that?
No, it didn't. It didn't look like that on court, but oftentimes when you're playing, it doesn't feel as how it look on court. So for example, the game that we played against today, it didn't feel like we were leading. You know, it felt like they were on us. You would think that
Was that
we
the
were
Emirates
behind.
or Cayman Islands?
No, the Emirates. Sorry, when
Emirates,
we
yeah,
played
yeah,
the Emirates
last game,
today.
yeah.
Yes,
It was a close game.
it was a close game.
And even it was a 10-goal game at the end.
It didn't feel like that. So the Emirates did so well. It felt like the Emirates were just 2 or 3 goals behind us. You know, so oftentimes it doesn't feel as how it looks on court.
I'm sure with these players having played the number of games that they've played over the last 3 days, they will be feeling it all now. So what an exciting game we have here. We know it was close last year when we were down in Gibraltar. Gibraltar won that one 43-42. So I wonder what difference will the crowd make here this year?
As I said, when you have the crowd going your way, it will give you some adrenaline that you don't know where you got it from before.
So let's bring you some of the highlights from that second quarter. Lots of spills and thrills and excellent netball. If you are enjoying the netball with us and you're enjoying the replays, why don't you just send us a Twitter feed? Speak to us using our hashtag NEOpen, and Nordi and I would love to hear from you.
Yes, it's always good to hear from the supporters.
So we saw little in the way of changes from Gibraltar at quarter time. A couple of changes for Isle of Man, literally switched the shooters around.
Yeah.
Pretty much staying as is. What do you think the coaches would do? So if you were there on the Gibraltar bench instead of Sarah Payas, what would you be thinking now?
If I was on the Gibraltar bench, I wouldn't. On the Gibraltar bench, I wouldn't be making any changes. However, the goal shooter and the goal attacker was on before. They were doing good, so maybe the coach might have done a tactical change to get the goal shooter off, just to, have her look.
Focus.
Have her refocus.
So you might put Pozo back on at goal attack.
Yes.
Rather than Martinet, who's just come on in the last few minutes.
Yes.
Okay. And Isle of Man?
Isle of Man, again, the defense need to be consistent. Once the defense is consistent, they've got it. It's just working for 4 seconds, not 3 seconds, not 2.5 seconds.
And they've got some really good quality subs on their bench. The Isle of Man, Hemshaw's been really effective. Charmer, you've got Kirkham, Christian and Skillicorn. They could all come on and be impact players.
And there's nothing wrong with impact players. Some players work better when they watch first and then come on after. While some players, if they have to come on after, they're lost. But there's nothing wrong with having impact players.
So what were you? A starting 7?
I was
or
a
sulk
starting
if you're on the
7.
bench?
No, I was a starting 7.
So we'll bring you any changes as fast as we can. Neither bench looking like they are going to ring the changes. I don't think we'd be surprised about that here. I hope you've enjoyed all the netball here this weekend. So just to give you a quick roundup of where we are, the UK Armed Forces, our invitational team, have come to play here this weekend. The only unbeaten side so far. Nordia is smiling. Very irritating. 5 out of 5. But credit to your team. They've come here. They've not played international netball before. I know some of you, like you and Fern Davis, are used to it.
Yeah.
But for many of your players, it's the first time ever.
Yes, it's the first time, and we had to do some sports psychology just to make sure the players were okay and getting into the nit and grit of things.
I've heard some people ask whether international netball is a bit like going to the Bournemouth Sevens for a weekend. And I think it's true to say it bears no resemblance to that whatsoever, is it? The psychological pressure, the emotional pressure, the strain on you physically.
You can't compare international netball to going to Bournemouth Sevens. International netball is on a different level.
And I think we've seen that here this year. So a lot of these teams ranked in the 30th in the world, Emirates and Isle of Man, are not yet ranked teams. They're rated. Mm-hmm. This weekend will give them the 8 competitive games in 4 years that they need. So for the 2 new sides, Emirates and Isle of Man, they will have a world ranking after this weekend. Good. Which is really exciting for them and for netball in the region.
Yes, it's exciting for netball. It's always exciting when netball does good in any countries.
So I can tell you that Gibraltar have made a change.
Yes, yeah, that's fine.
So Truman Davis is coming on at goal shooter for Gibraltar. Ferrer is going out to goal attack. Sorry, we've seen that combination before and worked really well in the game against Ireland. And then Ana Hernandez is coming on as she did before at wing attack. So we're scanning the Isle of Man bench here. It doesn't look like there's going to be any changes, so I think they're going to start with that 7 in the last quarter. They took that last quarter, as we said, 12-1. Very effective.
Yes, and Isle of Man just need to be consistent, and they've got things going for them. The crowd is cheering them on, so they need to just get their head in the game and convert their shots.
So Isle of Man stay in that slim lead, 25-21. Half this match to go. All to play for tomorrow, so don't forget it may be Sunday and you might have your washing and shopping to do. But do what the lady did earlier, who we talked to. She was sat in the Tesco's car park watching netball on her iPhone before she went and did that.
Yeah, you can watch netball anywhere. Netball can be watched anywhere.
So if you are around on Sunday, join us tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock to see the Cayman Islands take on Israel. Emirates and Gibraltar 11. That's going to be a cracking game. Isle of Man, First Republic of Ireland at 1. And the UK Armed Forces closes out the tournament at 3 against Israel. And here we go. The two teams are taking to the court here again. Umpires ready to bring the ball back into play. James setting up. Isle of Man centre pass.
Off. Yes, and Isle of Man have come out the blocks fighting. Great play. Great shot. Great start.
Good work by Gale and Hall. Hernandez now on. Truman Davis.
That's unlucky for the Isle of Man goalkeeper.
So it's still 4 in it, 26-22. That was never going to be on. Great interception. Nice patient play by Hernandez.
Yeah, Isle of Man is challenging all the balls that are going. One of the defense, see, don't leave the back door open. If you leave the back door open, they will get that pass and they'll get the shot.
And Truman Davis pops it away. 27-22. They've got quite a lot of space on there now, Gibraltar, haven't they? Isle of Man just need to tighten up. Good ball by Marino, finding Truman Davis in a strong shooting position.
Yeah, Isle of Man just need to be consistent and keep fighting. They've had to go back because there's nobody offering. That's better.
So Gail contacting. She may just want to step off the player a little bit. Good defence though by Isle of Man. Oh, good
Great
hands
defense,
there by Hall.
yes, good hands.
Ryder getting in there.
So Isle of Man just need to keep on their player, not just let them through that easily to come and take the pass. Talk to each other, so call her back onto the player.
So shooters trying a stack in there. Always tricky for the defenders, which way
is,
they're going to
'cause
go. One will always pop
exactly.
forward, one will go back.
Umpire taking control of the game again.
So 29-22.
Gibraltar centre, 12 minutes to go.
All our umpires are such an incredible important part of our international netball. We're really grateful for all their time that they give to officiate at our matches. And of course we also have our UAPs here who are helping to assess the umpires after every game, our technical bench, and a whole range of other volunteers. Couldn't do it without everybody.
And I must commend the volunteers. They have done really well. I mean, coming in, there's always somebody telling you where you need to go, and there's always somebody there to help. And yes, we couldn't have done it without the volunteers.
So the armed forces need a bit of direction, do they? Don't know where you're going, don't you?
Oh yes, yes, sometimes we do need a bit of a direction. You know, that's how the armed forces work, direction.
I think Gail's just getting a little bit frustrated there. She could ask her captain to go and seek clarification
from the umpire,
yes, which sometimes in this situation is not a bad call. Experienced teams and players know about doing that, don't they? Perhaps she's not aware to get Ashley Hall to go and just quietly ask, and even if not during the game, you can do it during the intervals.
Yes, you can't argue with the umpire. The umpire has made a decision. They're not going to go back on the decision that they've made. So
that's a great ball in. Unfortunate there. Good positioning by Smallwood.
Yes.
Players certainly wouldn't argue with the umpire, but seeking clarification, perfectly within the rules, perfectly fine.
And as you said, they might not be aware that they can seek clarification.
Oh,
that's great defensive pressure from Isle of Man.
Total pressure down that side, no options. 3 seconds coming, just had to get rid of it and force the ball off the court.
And Isle of Man attacking through court. There's nobody from Gib there to defend. Great option. They just need to convert the shot. Great shot.
Which they do. Shot. So keeping themselves well in this game. 30-24. Their centre pass. Just under 10 to go.
Great drive. And another great shot. Another great shot from Isle of Man.
Back to 5. You saw Ravina put her hand up there, just indicating to the Gib side, keep it calm, and they do completely the opposite. And the crowd now getting behind this team.
Yes. And they're doing well.
That's a lovely...
And that's a nice shot for Isle of Man. And the crowd is like bringing the team on. Isle of Man centre.
Back to 4.
Isle of Man just need to not lose their heads, be consistent, and Gibraltar need to not lose their heads.
So
what's that, 3 or 4 in a row?
27 it has, without response.
So Isle of Man defense need to get onto the players.
They're just struggling in attack slightly. Need to come forward, give a ball option. Better into the circle. Farah. Nice early release.
That's a great move.
Oh, just a bit too close to the baseline.
That was a great backup. Nice quick pass.
So keeping it to 3, 31-28.
Always annoying when the shooter can do a quick release as you're going to set it.
Just getting a little bit static now. Gibraltar need to keep their feet moving. Nice patient play. Farrell say thank you.
Both Gibraltar player, goal attack and goal shooter, they're nice shooters. They can get the shot into the goal. The Isle of Man need to remain disciplined on their contact.
Gibraltar just keeping possession as you'd expect them to. Need to keep offering now. If they stand static, the Isle of Man defence will close them down. Yeah,
great
well played,
call.
Keeling.
Yeah.
Close the door.
And that's a great call from the umpire.
Now, can they use the space and speed on the court?
And she just need to set the shot. Just like that.
Right. So 32 plays 29. That's a shame. Looks like Vivian Storner.
Is that a change for
she's
Gibraltar?
got a tweak there.
And a change for Isle of Man. Listen to the crowd.
Oh. Well held. Farah playing really experienced netball despite her only having, I think, about 15 caps so far. So really good play.
Yeah. Great first shot there for her.
Truman Davis.
You catch the ball and put it to goal. They catch the ball and they don't turn and look to goal, so they don't know if the shooting circle is open. Great shot.
Yeah, you miss that when the defenders are flying out. You need to really just, swing your whole body around, vision on the whole court. So this is a really tight game. 3 in it, 6.5 minutes to go. Gibraltar in possession. Oh, nice pick up by Farah.
Great rebound, yes.
So here we go, Isle of Man. Great cut by Smallwood.
She needs to go for the rebound.
She's calling the players back.
Yes,
Gibraltar to the ball.
Gibraltar seem to be panicking at the moment.
Marina rightly putting the ball down with all her years of experience. The persistent contact there. I think there was a caution against Ryder. Truman Davis. I'll be relieved about that. 34-30, especially on their own centre pass. So there we go. Coach killer breaking at the centre pass.
Or even foot on the line on a sideline pass. Yes.
You just don't do it.
Definitely coach killer. Or footwork.
What would Linda say about that?
Linda would shake her. She would be very disappointed. She would not be happy. Isle of Man has turned it.
Great defence there. I think that was footwork called. Oh, nice hands by Farah. She knows she was nearly there.
That's a great take.
Yes, brilliant pinpoint ball.
She need to get those shots in. She has to set the shots. Third time lucky.
So, 34 plays 31. 4 minutes to go. Nice by Truman Davis.
And that's a great stretch as well from the nice 4-foot mark there from the goalkeeper.
So this quarter has been
nice.
Nothing to choose between them.
Isle of Man has definitely picked up in this quarter. This is how they should have hit the ground running in the first instance.
Well fought by Truman Davis to win that. Yeah, great hands again by Keeling.
Great call there, great rebound. And the crowd are loving it.
35-32.
Land your feet.
Yeah, because if you don't, that's what happens.
Yes, you lose it.
Create space and the next ball on isn't
And it's one
accurate.
bad pass to another bad pass, yes. Don't want to lose the game.
Oh.
Great work.
Just not looking after the ball.
Just look
quite as
after,
much as
land
they
your feet,
were.
good, that's better. Then look around, there we go. Yes, that's better from Isleman.
Oh,
nice, well
split.
weighted and good pop there from the
That's a really
Isleman
good split by those two.
goal attack, Jessica.
35-33, 2 goals in it, 2 minutes to go into three-quarter time.
Isleman just need to now look after the ball.
Discipline really
Talk
needed
to
that
each other.
centre. Lovely ball.
You have to keep fighting until the umpire blows the whistle. You cannot
Just because you
umpire the
think you've
game
had a little bit of
yourself.
a hit,
Exactly. Yes.
It doesn't kind of work like that.
No, you cannot umpire the game yourself.
Nice, really quick feet there. Nice
Good.
by Smallwood again.
And she just need to convert this shot. That's better. One goal in it with a minute.
34-35. 1.5 minutes to go. All the time in the world for Gibraltar. They move the ball. Well, if they stand there and wait for it, they're going to get 3 seconds. You stand and wait, that's what's going to happen, unfortunately. They just seem to have lost their impetus a little bit. Gibraltar, they're not driving onto the ball, they're standing watching.
Yes, and Isleman is back in.
So if anybody's in any doubt at home who's watching, it is indeed a draw, 35 all at this stage. You can sense how much this means to both of the teams here.
Great feed. Great shot.
So,
Great shot.
for the first time in pretty much most of this match now, Isleman have taken a narrow lead. 30 seconds left on the clock, Nadia, until three-quarter time.
30 seconds, as I said before, is nothing. They just need to work the feet. Defense need to get round. Work the feet and get round that shot, because the Gibraltar shooters are getting the goals in.
Yeah,
Look after the ball and get it to goal.
36 all here.
There we go.
What can they
Great
do?
drive.
So Gibraltar
Unlucky.
ball. We've got about 3 seconds on the clock. Oh,
Yes.
great effort. So
This is anybody's game.
at the end of three-quarter time, it is Gibraltar 36, Isle of Man 36. What a competitive quarter from both these sides, but one that clearly went the Isle of Man's way.
It did, and Isleman did fight back in this quarter. 36-36. As I said before, I couldn't predict who would be winning this game. I'm glad I stayed by my prediction and I didn't jump to any conclusion. But it depends who wants it most. It's who wants it most. It's who has got fire in their belly and ice in their mind, like my coach Linda would say. So it's who wants it the most.
And if you look at the quarter score for third quarter here, the Isle of Man 15, Gibraltar 11. So these last two quarters have gone to the Isle of Man. That first quarter 14-9 in Gibraltar's favour, but literally nothing to choose now, nothing between the two sides.
No, nothing. And yeah, there's nothing. I mean, I would want more from the Isle of Man defence, because you've seen it in that quarter that they can produce the goods. They can do more. And as a defender myself, I always want more from defence.
So let's bring you some of the replays from that last quarter, and what a quarter of netball it really was. End-to-end pressure. Just at the end there, you sensed Gibraltar were hesitating. They weren't driving onto the ball. They were almost conscious that they didn't want to lose the ball, but by standing still, it's exactly what happened.
Yes, and I think Isle of Man kind of got into Gibraltar head in that quarter, and Gibraltar started panicking, as I said to you before, and Isle of Man just exploit that panic.
Which for a team that's only been playing international netball for 2 years is pretty impressive.
Yes, very impressive. Good stuff, good work. And well done to the coaches as well. Oftentimes we only think about the players and we don't remember, you know, our coaching staff. So well done to the coaches.
And Gibraltar are coming out from this afternoon of a really tough game they played earlier against Ireland. We interviewed Bryony Ravino, the captain of Gibraltar, after the game, and she was quick to say, yes, it was great, it was a great victory, we've not beaten them before, but now we've got to get back to business. We've got another game tonight. So they didn't take that win as in any way as an indication of what would happen later. They've come out and focused, but the Isle of Man reading the game really well.
Yes, they are. And I think we are in for an exciting last 15 minutes. Do you want to predict who you think might win?
That's not my job. That's the co-driver's job. I just sit here and ask the questions. I think, like you've said, Nordy, it's going to be really close. If you took the international experience that these two teams have, the amount of times they've been in down to close to the wire matches, you'd have to favour Gibraltar. They were out in Hong Kong earlier in the year. They were 6 down with less than 2 minutes to go against Thailand, I think, in the bronze medal playoff. They came back, they levelled the game, they won it in extra time. So they know how to do that. Does Isle of Man have enough in the tank to do the same here today?
I think Isle of Man has enough in the tank. They've got their crowd going their way, so they've got enough in the tank. However, let's not underestimate Gibraltar. I have seen Gibraltar come from behind many times and won games. So they both need
better
to...
coming from behind or defending the lead, do you think? Interesting.
It's... For me as a player, I like to be in front. But if I have to work from behind, I will leave everything on court to get my ass in front.
So we will bring you the changes that the teams have made. So there have been one. So Charmer has come on at goal defence for the Isle of Man, as we saw earlier. She's taken to the bench. And for Gibraltar, Janice Marino is back on again at wing attack. They had a few problems feeding the ball down the court, didn't they? So perhaps Marino, with her experience, her
will be
playing with her sister again. So first goal to Gibraltar. This is going to be such an exciting 15 minutes. I hope you're enjoying it at home. Remember, send in your comments to us. Hashtag #AnyOpen. Great work there by Smallwood. So Gibraltar keep the turnover. See Isle of Man, Nordia hunting everything here.
Yes, they are challenging every pass. There's arms everywhere. That's better. And she need to work the front, get her feet round the front and recover. Watch the back door.
Oh, what a shot. Truman Davis. 38-36. Gibraltar now lead. Their centre pass. Fortunate there not to get called for 3 seconds.
13 minutes to go.
I wonder if you can hold your breath for 13 minutes, because I'm not sure how this game's going to play out. So close, so tight, so exciting.
My husband probably would be able to hold his breath for 13 seconds because he's an army diver. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's cheating because he'll have his tank on the back.
Yes, I was waiting for you to say that. Oh, boy.
39-36, Isle of Man centre pass. Gibraltar just the nose ahead. Isle of Man haven't scored yet this quarter.
No, they just need to look after the ball and not panic.
And Marina is going to say thank you very much for those.
They need to give options. They need options behind, beside, in front. It's the last 12 and a half minutes. It's the last 12 and a half minutes, so they just need to work hard.
So listening to the umpire. Got a double dead ball situation there. Unlucky for Charmer. Oh, Well fought by Keeling.
Yes, lucky for Isla Man.
She's had a great tournament.
She has, yes. She's done well. And she's really been leading from the back.
Police officer in her professional life.
Now it all makes sense.
Oh. Unfortunate for Hall then, didn't quite keep the ball when she had possession.
And that's the problem. We've seen too many unforced errors from Isla Man. And at the moment, Gibraltar is making less unforced errors than Isla Man. Great shot.
Truman Davis. 40-36. Isle of Man have yet to score this quarter, Nadia.
They just need to keep working. Keep working. Cover the back, cover the back. There we go. And that's exactly what she did. She covered the back.
That's great play. Keeling using her experience, taking the time, setting it. Nice
That's
clean
better.
ball.
That's better. That's so much better. Yes.
And they're rewarded, rightly so, with a goal, 40-37.
And Isle Man just need to convert this. Great shot by Isle Man. The defense just need to work hard for Isle Man for the last bit. And the defense just need to keep moving, keep working their feet, keep working the front, keep going. There we go.
Davis
there we go. Go for the rebound. Yes, there we go.
Very
and
strong
they
rebound.
need to get this to goal.
So they've got to, Gibraltar's got to respond.
The crowd not liking that one.
That pulled her up. So what can Akana do? Double ball situation. Pulled for the penalty.
Great work. And
there we go. Back to 40-39.
With Isle Man centre. Isle Man just has to remain disciplined and convert their shot. They need to convert the shots. There we go.
They are doing
there we
so.
go.
4 without response now from Gibraltar. Isle of Man really putting the pressure on well. Pozo on.
And the defense, Isle Man defense need to work their, see, back door. They have to keep that back door shot. Umpire taking control. Isle Man centre.
41-40 here. 9 minutes on the clock.
And Isle Man is looking after the pass. There we go.
Nice.
Great take.
Oh,
unfortunate. She was lucky to have that.
It looked more like a trip rather than a contact, but we weren't there, so.
Great. Well done, Isle Man.
41-all. 8:30 left on the clock.
Yes. The defense will need to pull it out the bag to keep Isle Man in front. Keep driving. Watch the back.
Yeah.
Talk to each other.
Truman Davis playing it in her first ever senior tournament. Not quite enough height on that ball. Oh, unlucky by Conor there. So as you can see, they've got a change in the defence. Conor out at goal defence. Reyes back in the circle, trying to put pressure on it. I think I preferred the other combination myself.
Yes.
To close them down a bit more.
Yes, there's more space, I feel, now for the Isle Man attack, but yes.
So Isle of Man are now leading this game, 42-41. We're halfway through the last quarter.
7.5 minutes to go.
Great front hold again by Gail. And there's 2 in it.
And as I said before, I've seen teams coming from behind and winning games. So
Truman Davis now takes to the bench. Ferrer back on at goal shooter. Reyes and O'Connor have switched around as well.
Watch the back, yes.
Nice goal by Amy Pozo.
So 43-42, 7 minutes to go, 1 goal in it. Isle of Man in the lead. And Isle of Man scores. And
they now lead 44-42. So all the pressure is on the Gibraltar centre. They haven't heard it. The umpire did call it. He called it early.
Oh, the
bit unsporting. He did call it. I think
they just
part of the issue is the crowd's so loud they can't hear it.
They just need to get on with the game and not get dragged in and
not get distracted.
Yes.
Both teams need to still focus.
And yeah,
as Ferrer does.
And perform the task at hand.
So they know they're going to have to dig deep now, both these sides. Isle of Man centre pass.
And they just need to land their feet and
so turnover by Gibraltar.
Nearly. And that's it, you know, Isle of Man, everybody, they're following, they're going.
They need to leave everything on the court. Oh, unlucky Ferrer, but great rebound. So
And they need to just look up, and look after the ball and get it converted to goal.
So still anyone's game. We only have 5 minutes left of this match, which is proving fantastic competition between these two sides. Oh, unlucky, she played it off the floor. She's going to get penalty for that, or is it just a pass situation?
She just needs to set the shot and great rebound.
There by the get a warning for that.
Yeah, that was good rebounding from the Isle of Man goal attack.
It was indeed.
Yes, well done.
Another goal means that the Isle of Man 45 against Gibraltar 43. 4.5 minutes here, the National Sports Centre on the Isle of Man.
Yeah, defence need to.
So I think Keeling has been given a warning. So if the Isle of Man is sensible, they're indicating to bring her off.
Yes,
if she has another infringement, she will go to the bench for 2 minutes.
And you don't want to play a game with six players.
With this closeness, 2 minutes with no defender is going to be critical for them. So if I was them, they might be thinking about changing the bench.
Oh, that's hard luck for the Gibraltar Centre. Yes, yes.
Marino. Still 2 goals in it. 4 minutes.
Yes, the Ireland goal attack. She's leaving everything on court. She's
is.
defending.
They're
She is
trying so
driving.
hard.
Yeah. Yeah, she's defending, she's driving, she's... Yes, and exactly what you said, Lynn, is exactly what's happened.
They had to do that
Yes.
because they can't afford to lose their keeper at this crucial time.
Yes.
So good
Good
coaching
call by
and
the coach,
management
yes.
of the benches.
Yeah. Ireland man need to look after their ball.
Farah needs this one 3 down.
That's great stretch there from the Ireland.
So Gibraltar centre pass. That's so much good pressure by the Isle of Man.
Yes, and they just need to keep this pressure, and they just need to keep fighting. And just...
Just going to keep moving the ball. The clock's ticking down. 3 minutes in it. Nice. Baseline cut by Pozo. Pulls it back to 1 again. 3 minutes now.
So Ireland just need to...
So again, not surprisingly, we see Ravino back on court. O'Connor's gone to the bench.
That's gone Ireland man away.
That will be.
You just have to maintain your discipline in a tight situation like this. You can't give anything away.
Not with just over 2 minutes on the clock. Will that go in?
Yes, it has.
So, the Isle of Man hadn't really been here before on the right side of the scoreline when it's been so close. 2 in it.
With 1 minute and 55 seconds to go, the Isle of Man is working to the dying end.
The ball. This player's got to be aware of the time.
Yes. That was that was crucial for the Isle of Man. Land your feet. Good. That's better.
The deciding interception.
Yes, and it's a great goal.
48-45. Isle of Man centre. They lead. 1.5 minutes left on the clock. I don't think this could be any closer if we tried.
No, it couldn't be. This is... and I did tell you it was going to be an exciting game.
Do you want to try and put your money on it now? Who's going to win?
Isle of Man. Isle of Man is going to win. Isle of Man is going to win.
I think you find that prediction is going to be right. 4 minutes to go. The crowd are on their feet, which means our cameraman is struggling to see the court. So 1 back, 3 in it.
They just need to look after the ball at this stage. Protect the ball.
There you go.
There we go. Protect it. Look after it. Play it round until it's time for you to send it to the circle. Everybody need to play it round. Everybody need to look after the ball, and this is exactly what Isle of Man is doing. They are playing it round, and they are playing it.
So, penalty against Amy Pozo.
There we go. So Isle of Man is going to keep that ball in their possession until the last. Isle of Man is playing it around. And that's what you do. That's what you do.
Yep, they're going to win.
Yes, this is what you do. But they need to be careful. They need to keep driving, and they need to still provide options.
And
there you go.
The end of an amazing game of netball here.
And Isle of Man come out winners.
49-46. What a tournament this is proving here at the Netball Europe Open Challenge event 2019. And of course, while this is a crucial game for the Isle of Man, and it's a great win for them, it doesn't yet determine who is going to be our Netball Europe Open champions tomorrow.
Yes.
I'm surprised if anyone at home can actually hear us here. The crowd are going wild, as you would expect. Nordia, how do you sum up that game?
That game was exciting. That's exactly what you want when you're watching netball and when you're playing netball. We've seen everything today. We've seen people coming off, we've seen tactical changes, we've seen it all. This was an exciting game and well deserved to Isle of Man, well deserved.
Yeah. Commiserations to Gibraltar. They had a fantastic game earlier this afternoon when they beat the Republic of Ireland for the first time ever, taking that game by 44-36. But the Isle of Man, credit to them tonight. What a game to play out in front of your home country here with the support that they've had. So it remains for me to say thank you to Netball Europe, to the Isle of Man, our hosts here this weekend, to QTV Sports, who've brought you this live streaming all weekend. Nordia Masters, thank you for being with us in what's been a fantastic game of netball this evening. To you all at home, I hope you've enjoyed that. And if you have, don't forget, be back here tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock, to do it all over again.
Yes.
And it's not over yet. We still cannot predict who will be the Netball Europe Open champions.
No, we can't.
This weekend.
Yes.
So good night to you all and see you back in the morning.